Phil Jackson is that guy. He kept things cool and collected in the locker room. He was a triple OC.
Triple OC, almost like a triple OG. But I'll tell you, great coaches have great relationships with their players. And those relationships go far beyond basketball. Most great coaches would talk to you.
Cavaliers have an Eastern Conference contest on their hands as they prepare to defend their home court here at the Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland. We're all set to bring you NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. You look at Atlanta. They're in 5th place in the East, a team to be reckoned with for sure.
And I think for the Hawks, they've moved toward the postseason with one of the best records in the league. Safe to say, this is not where most people thought they'd be at this stage of the year.
Count me amongst those. I certainly didn't. I mean, their resilience has really surprised me this season.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for Atlanta, Millsap, the power forward with Horford at the center. Kyle Korver is out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Cephalosha in at the 3 spot. And so it's the Cavaliers getting on the board first. Got that bucket in no time at all. Millsap's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. On defense, the Hawks coming off that loss against the Nets.
And if there's one aspect of the game that really stood out for me, it was the rebounding. Basketball's about possessions, and you saw a noticeable difference in terms of the effort both teams were putting forth.
Simply got outworked under the boards, guys. I mean, that's the no-brainer of the deal. I mean, they got pushed around all game long.
Here's Millsap following the basket by Freak. First quarter, just over a minute played. From deep. It's rebounded by Schroeder. He dishes it to Korver. Here's Millsap. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Millsap's got 5 points so far.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Here's Rodriguez. Boom, he jams it straight down.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Now here's Schroeder, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Down low, here's Millsap, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
You know, there are a lot of bigger power forwards than him in the NBA, but very few that rise up like he can.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Kevin, I caught up with the head coach for the Hawks. The one player on his mind in this matchup, Kevin Love. And it's not for his scoring ability, but for the harm he can do to a team on the backboards. You saw what he can do to teams if he goes unchecked, Coach said. We don't want to let him get up and get over 20 or 30 rebounds on us. And to do that, we got to check him out each time a shot goes up. Guys, easier said than done.
Thanks a lot, Doris.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg. Well, Paul Millsap has been getting it done. He's already up to 8 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
Now here's Rodriguez. Really played well against Milwaukee his last outing. James wide open. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Here's Millsap following the basket by LeBron James. Millsap a screen on Irving. Clock at 6. Schroeder passes to Millsap. That misses off the backboard. So for Cleveland, their last game, a win against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
They just looked stable pretty much from the get-go, guys. I mean, sometimes you'll see some inconsistencies come up in a road game that you don't see at home, but not the case in that one.
Tremendous balance on display, Greg. I mean, when you look at who was carrying the scoring load, making assists, playing unselfishly, I mean, they had it all working, and that led to the nice road win.
He had a nice open look right there. And that's 13 points for Freak.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
Now here's Schroeder. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Outside Irving. Here's Rodriguez. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead.
It's taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter offensively.
But no time to relax here. They've got to keep the pressure on with the defense, and I think they've got to try to put this one away early.
As the playoffs near, let's take a look at the Eastern Conference standings. We'll take a look at the Cavaliers. They've got their eye on the #1 seed as the season moves into the final stretch. Currently 8th place in the standings, and guys showing no signs of letting up. And, of course, Atlanta sitting there 4 spots below.
Well, I think for Cleveland, they've had just the kind of season you knew they were capable of. I mean, they've got all the talent in the world, but how about maximizing it to the fullest?
Well, there was never a question about the talent. I mean, they've got enough of that. It was just a matter of if they could get the most out of it.
And that one's good. Millsap.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
The Cavaliers leading by 9. Out left to the wing. There's the dish to Love. Good, and Rodriguez gets the assist. Love's got 5 now.
They're allowing a sky-high field goal percentage. That won't get it.
Not at all, Clark. You rarely see a team surrender points this easily. They have got to do better.
Now here is Cephalosha. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Here's Teague. Misses off the left iron.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Irving drives in. That's good. Irving's got his first points in this one.
They've got themselves in front with some outstanding shooting right off the bat.
It's been a complete technical dominant performance out here. They are in a zone.
Now here is Cephalosha. Schroeder with the ball. Picked by Horford. Outside Teague. For the 3, and it's blocked by Rodriguez. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Cavaliers making a switch here. Smith is checked in, and a switch here also for Atlanta. Hardaway's checked in for Dennis Schroeder. Freak kicks to LeBron. LeBron sets the screen for Freak. Back to LeBron. Irving with a clean look. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Irving's got 5 now.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense is just not closing out quick enough.
Now here is Hardaway. 8 points his last outing. Teague for 3. That doesn't go in either for Teague.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
That's good.
This switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
The Hawks trail by 19. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
I got to find something. You're right. Millsap left side. Looking to end the run. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Rodriguez has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Talk about being on his game. Look at the numbers for Freak. He already has 19 points. And talk about the 3-ball for him. Wow, unbelievable from long distance.
Clark, there have been some fireworks from deep today. Boy, he is just dangerous out there.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for James. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. Scotty's checked in for the Hawks. Ken Bazemore comes in for Cephalosha. Now here's Hardaway. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Scott with a screen on Smith. Smith against Hardaway. A 3-ball. Can't hit. And Cleveland will come the other way. They beat the Hawks during their last encounter in Atlanta.
Yeah, and last time they faced off, really an easy win. They put together a pretty complete game but their edge on the glass, for me, still stands out.
Yeah, I agree with you. The numbers shout loud and strong. I mean, a major edge for them clearing the backboards, and that was the difference on the scoreboard, too.
Here's Horford following the basket by Freak. His first shot coming late. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
I like the way they're working the ball inside, because when you do that, you get higher percentage shots, and typically good things happen.
Dellavedova kicks.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. Fires the three. And no good trying to get that one. And the buzzer sounds to end the first, and we've got a blowout underway here. Cavaliers ahead, running away with it. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Cavaliers.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
And keep an eye on the three-point shooting, because that has been a factor as well. If they can maintain that current form, they can be successful.
Dellavedova and Smith are the guard tandem. Freak is out there with Channing Frye, and it's O'Quinn in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Bucks just played phenomenal. He ended up with 53 points, and that was just the start of it, notching a triple-double for his effort in what was quite a display from him. Just numbers that really jump out at you in a box score.
Appreciate it, Doris. Thanks. Well, we've seen a lot of great players have a lot of great games, but that was something special.
And I love that no matter what approach they tried against him, nothing worked. I mean, he was ready for everything.
It makes you wonder what kind of defense they'll throw at him tonight. I mean, however they choose to play him, it's still going to take a special effort to keep him under control.
And Atlanta has possession following the score by Cleveland. Deflects the pass, and as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. Let's now go to a collection of the league's most clutch long-range shooters. Since All-Star, these are the best small forwards in basketball at the art of the three-point shot. Freak number 1.
I mean, his range is about as long as it gets. I mean, you'd better have someone on him as soon as he crosses half court, or he just might drop a bomb on you.
You got to keep his airspace limited, right up in it. There have been a lot of great bombers at small forward over the years, and with that percentage of his, he's right up there with them.
Here's Schroeder. The Cavaliers making the shot. Top the key, Bazemore. Here's Millsap. That one rolling around and rims out.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
There's the pick. Rodriguez with it. He's picked up by Millsap. James. Rebound by the Hawks.
High quality shot. Just a little off there with the release.
And Greg, that has him S-H-H-ing, shaking his head. Tough miss that time.
Clark. Here's LeBron following the 3 by Atlanta. Rodriguez goes in.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Tabo Cephalosha has checked in for Atlanta. For Atlanta, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Pope, and it's blocked by Rodriguez. LeBron left side. Good, and Rodriguez gets the assist. Rodriguez has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. The Hawks shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. Now here's Schroeder, covered by Irving. Post shot is good.
And he'll take it right into the teeth of the D without thinking twice about it.
For Cleveland, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. Now here's Rodriguez. 32 points in the game. Knocks it loose. Love kicks to Rodriguez. 6 on the shot clock. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Wasted no time on that one. 14 points for Millsap.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
They get the rebound. Cleveland moving the ball around. Love with the screen for Freak. Inside. Moves back up. And Kevin Love, the bucket with the assist by Freak. Rodriguez has got 5 assists tonight for Atlanta. They've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Schroeder kicks to Millsap. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there. That one on Love. The Hawks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for the Hawks. Teague comes in for Dennis Schroeder. 2nd free throw, no good. For Cleveland, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. Feeds it to Love. Rodriguez outside. Love with the screen for Freak. Back to Love. He got right to the cup using that screen. Love's got 4 points this quarter.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Now here's Teague. He's coming off a 10-point game against Brooklyn. Just 5 to shoot. That's tipped and stolen by LeBron. And here's the fast break. LeBron leading the way. Freak dishes to Love. Can't get it to go. Korver with the defensive effort. Teague against Irving. Outside Korver. Dishes to Cephalosha. Taken away by Rodriguez. For the finish. Flushes it down to finish the break.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Yes, Kevin. Well, the Hawks coach had some advice for his team over that last break. His message to them was all about getting high percentage shots and having the crisp ball movement on the perimeter that it takes to get those shots. He said also that their offense needs to be a patient one. He told them, don't rush things. Use as much of that shot clock as you need to. Being in the position they're in, probably a smart move to go to the clipboard and switch things up while we're still in the first half. Kevin?
And as always, Doris, thank you.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Millsap a screen on Irving. Teague takes to Millsap. Off target with his 3.
And that's not the best of shot selection there. The defense definitely won that possession.
Yeah, I think in that case, you've got to go elsewhere with the ball. You just can't rise up over the top of him when he's on you.
Now here's LeBron. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
A minute 50 left in the first half. Over to the wing. Korver against Rodriguez. Outside Irving. Good, and Rodriguez gets the assist. Rodriguez has got his 7th assist in the game. For Atlanta, they've gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Outside Korver. It's tipped. Hardaway with it. Jefferson picks him up. Shot clock at 6. Hardaway passes to Horford. And here's Korver from the arc. No good.
Just a really solid display there of rebounding. They've done it really all game.
Dominating on the glass, Greg. I mean, a huge advantage for them in that particular category.
Irving for 3, and another 3 for Cleveland.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Now, here's Millsap. 17 points in the game. Outside Teague. Millsap has the open look. That one off the back iron and out. And here's Cleveland. They're on an 18-7 run. And that one's good. Freak.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
So it's Atlanta now. 30 seconds left in the second quarter. Teague against Irving. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one. Short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
And that one's good. Freak.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Teague drives in. Here's Horford. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle.
So as we conclude the first half, so far...
Well, what a great job you did, both moving the ball and passing it and scoring it. What has been the key for you to this point?
I mean, I've just been trying to take what the defense gives me, really. I know I can't just try and go right at them every time, but if they give me a look, I'll shoot it. Otherwise, I'm just trying to keep the ball moving.
Kevin, an interesting response. Over to you.
All right. Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
How about a double-double already? I mean, this is the sort of energy performance that just energizes your entire team.
He has impacted the game in a bunch of different ways. It's really going to be hard to slow him down now. I tell you what, this has been fun to watch.
On the court for Atlanta, Millsap at power forward with Horford at the center. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Kyle Korver. And it's Cephalosha in at the 3. The Atlanta shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
That's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. I mean, there have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line.
And here's Irving. Here's Rodriguez. And it's sent back by Horford. And they get it back. Here's Schroeder. Millsap a screen. Schroeder kicks to Millsap. That shot is in, just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Rodriguez outside. The kick out to Irving. Love wide open. He fires. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. That's 12 points for Love.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a... double-edged sword there.
Schroeder passes to Horford. And the rejection by James. But they'll get another chance. Sefolosha kicks it over to Schroeder. 3 on the clock. Taken away by Rodriguez. Plenty of space. And he connects with the jumper. Rodriguez has got 43 points.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Here's Schroeder. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Picked by Horford. Schroeder passes to Horford. Good D by Thompson.
Their rebounding has been off the charts today, guys. Reason number 1, this game is out of hand.
Exactly, Clark. Their lead is not surprising given their advantage on the backboard. And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
And here's the fast break. Sefolosha leading the way. And that one's good. Schroeder.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
The screen from Thompson. Free dishes to Thompson. Now here's Schroeder. D right on him. Doubled by Rodriguez. Near the three-point line, it's Millsap. Had the space there, but it's offline.
Got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. And it's Love penetrating. Good, and Rodriguez gets the assist. 14 points for Love.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
And Millsap slams it in.
You can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things.
His ball distribution tonight just as good as it gets.
Yeah, it sure has been. I mean, all you have to do is look at the numbers. There's no line in. Those totals.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Now here's Schroeder, covered by Irving. Here's Horford. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Horford's got 6 points.
Just a major size difference between the defender and shooter on that possession.
And Greg, without a hand in his face, he's simply going to spray whoever's there.
They double him with Horford. Kicks it out to Love. Rodriguez passes to LeBron. Rebound, Atlanta.
This is not the slam dunk contest. You don't get do-over. You got to finish the job.
To the paint, Horford. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. He's got 8.
The defense is not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And I'd be interested to know just how many of these attempts have come from inside of 5 feet.
Now, Korver. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. They get a hand on it. Taken away by Rodriguez. All alone. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case. It looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy do. Very, very well done.
Korver against Thompson. Here's Schroeder. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Time now for an injury report. An update on Kyrie Irving from Doris Burke. Doris, what'd you find out?
Thanks, Kevin. I just talked with Cleveland's head athletic trainer. He told me that it doesn't look too serious. For a team that is getting ready for the playoffs, this is the last thing that they wanted to see happen. The worst possible time for injuries, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Boy, you always hate to see anyone ever deal with any sort of injury.
And almost for every player, it's inevitable. I mean, injuries are going to happen no matter how well you take care of yourself.
And let's just hope the rehab process doesn't drag on any longer than it has to.
Got it. Let's get the ball inside.
It's stolen by Korver. Schroeder with the ball. Now defended by Freak. Pass to Millsap. Now the feed to Cephalosha. 5 to shoot. Picked by Horford. Schroeder kicks to Cephalosha. Near the three-point line, it's Millsap. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
.121 left in the third quarter of the game. Schroeder passes to Millsap. Here's Horford. No good. Good D by Thompson.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
And that one's good, Irving.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He has yet to miss a shot.
For Atlanta, they've gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. Millsap a screen. Here's Schroeder. The three from Cephalosha. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 6th rebound on the night. Outside Irving. Rodriguez outside. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Rodriguez has got 49 points in the game.
It's just hard. To believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
Horford dishes to Schroeder. To the inside. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. The Hawks have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. First one falls for him.
Oh, my God, I just got that.
Cephalosha hits both of them.
Boy, perfect half at the free throw line for him. That'll help their comeback effort for real.
And, Clark, those free throws need to continue if they're going to get back in this game.
Teague with the ball. Taking a look at his stats. He's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Tipped away. Taken away by Rodriguez. Goes up. A huge slam. The perfect end of the fast break.
And the big lead becomes bigger. They are playing with purpose here tonight, guys.
And they're doing it at both ends of the floor. I mean, that's what you like to see. They've been controlling the action from both ends of the court.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Cavaliers on top as they end the third quarter on a 15-6 run. And we'll return shortly. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Cleveland with the ball. Dellavedova and Smith are the guard tandem. Channing Frye out there with Kyle O'Quinn. And it's Jefferson in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. And O'Quinn kicks to Frye. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That's a 2 from Dellavedova. The shot misses. Great D that time from Teague. The Hawks shooting 39% from the floor at their best. Pope the pass to Teague. The pass to Scott. Lots of room. Tavares. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. And the Cavaliers with possession here. Dellavedova kicks to Jefferson. Pass to Smith. Here's the screen. To the paint. It's deflected. One-on-one here. Scott, good.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
To the middle. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Very high quality shot. Can't get enough of those.
Outside Teague. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
The first one falls.
Oh my God, I just got that.
And so Teague gets 2 free throws. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Here's Dellavedova. Teague covering. Dellavedova dishes to O'Quinn. That's good.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Outside Teague. Pass to Pope. Shoots it. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Hardaway against Jefferson. Here's O'Quinn, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Cleveland, Kyle O'Quinn. Taking 2 shots.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That one is off. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
Yeah, you got to love this teamwork. I mean, everybody's involved and engaged. It's just a thing of beauty to watch.
It is, and Clark, that's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Cleveland.
The first free throw is good.
Taking 2 shots.
And so Bazemore nails both of them. Rodriguez outside. From deep three-point range. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. They poured it on tonight, Clark. A dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
I don't think they have anything but positives to take away from this win. Offense